Alrighty, welcome back everyone. It is now September 24th of 2022, and with Andor episodes 1 through 3 now officially out on Disney+, a lot of Star Wars fans are really looking forward to Tales of the Jedi debuting on October 26th, followed by The Bad Batch 2 on January 4th, I believe it is, and then we also have, of course, Mando Season 3, for February of next year. So far so good, unless it gets delayed, and of course Ahsoka and other shows for next year as well. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars updates. Also, by the way guys, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support and is greatly appreciated. Now, one thing about the new universe and exactly what's happening behind the scenes between Favreau, Filoni, and Lucas is that they are dragging in so much Star Wars material from Legends that we are going to get pretty much a near accurate storytelling of what happened back in the 1990s and the 2000s when they were putting out all these amazing books, all these great comics. Of course, you had a couple of books here and there, even back in the day, that weren't so great. But where we are right now, it does not compare to what Legends actually offered, because it was really superior. There was something very special about it, and I'm just very happy that Favreau and Filoni are really inspired by all of that. So moving to where we are right now as well, actor Mark Hamill has been very busy behind the scenes, as you all know. Mark Hamill is going to be coming back as Luke Skywalker in multiple new Star Wars TV shows, since he has a multi-contract deal with Lucasfilm to come back in all of these new shows that Favreau and Filoni are creating, alongside with ILM, using that brand new technology behind the scenes. Now, with that being said, of course, what's even all the more exciting on top of all of this is that, as of now, many new, of course, Disney executives are getting ready to develop new Star Wars shows that will not only make many aspects from Star Wars Legends, but also unused material by George Lucas that will be made canon this time around. Now further, it's described that currently Mark Hamill got to talk more about the work on with both Jon Favreau and Dave, and what fans can expect for the future. Mark Hamill went on to state the following to the fans: "I have been working with these two amazing guys, and let me just say that the fans are going to be blown away in 2023 for what they are currently creating. I have had the time of my life working so close with Rosario Dawson, and getting to know her character and where both Luke and Ahsoka will lead into the Star Wars world." However, it's described that behind the scenes, it was Mark Hamill's idea to convince Jon Favreau to bring back Hayden Christensen as Anakin Skywalker into The Mandalorian Season 4 as a Force ghost, that there are already storyboards created that will feature both Luke and Anakin's reunion in the show. This was all Mark's idea to make this happen starting in Mando 4, and Jon agreed almost immediately, once of course Hamill brought this up to Favreau. Now I want to pause here quick for a second. What's great about Hamill so far is that he really has been convincing Favreau to do certain things at certain points in time. Now, it was always Favreau's idea from the very beginning to do this reunion between both Luke and Anakin. He always wanted to do that. It was always in the cards. They just were trying to figure out where and when it was going to take place. So what they are doing now is that they are going to be placing that scene into Mando 4, all thanks to Mark Hamill bringing it up to Favreau and telling them exactly to do it in that show. And that really does, go to show you that Mark Hamill, at the very least, really does care deeply about his character. You can see that he's a whole lot more passionate now about Anakin Skywalker and Luke meeting, and especially just his character overall as Luke, that's being done correctly now by Favreau and Filoni. You can almost see the happiness in Mark Hamill's spirit whenever he talks about Luke that's being created by Jon and Dave, because he knows that they are following the Legends timeline, or the Legends version of Luke, whatever have you, that really respects the character deeply. What we saw in The Last Jedi, Mark Hamill agreed that that was not his Luke Skywalker, and a lot of fans also were bringing that up. For those of you that like The Last Jedi, hey, that's fine. Everybody has their own opinion and their own taste. That's perfectly okay. But let's not forget that the majority of fans had a very big issue with how Luke was portrayed in that movie by Rian Johnson. Moving on. Now, this reunion was always in the cards, but Hamill was said to have given Favreau a point that why wait longer and just deliver this experience sooner? And that's what Favreau is rolling with. As of now, Anakin and Luke's reunion is happening for Mando 4 in 2024, all because of Mark Hamill. One of the storyboards actually involves a moment where Luke is meditating on a rock on a strange world with his eyes closed, where Luke feels a certain darkness as Anakin's ghost saves him from that darkness by pulling him out of that state of mind. This is said to be a live-action version that is similar to what happens in one of the most recent books that released back in June, Shadows of the Sith, but in a different point in time. That book, Shadow of the Sith, actually features a moment in which Luke is tapping into the world of Exegol through meditation, and Anakin saves him from that darkness pulling him in. And Favreau and Filoni plan on recreating that scene in Mando 4 in a different way to make things interesting for fans, to give Anakin's Force Ghost a true purpose in this story. So, I don't know if you guys know about this, but if you have read Shadows of the Sith, or Shadow of the Sith, I do suggest that you guys go ahead and read it. It's a most recent book. It's basically taking place some years before The Force Awakens, but well after Mandalorian. Luke looks older. He's got that beard going on. He basically looks like how he was in The Last Jedi flashbacks, if you guys look at the book cover on there. In there, Anakin Skywalker literally saves Luke, pulling him from that darkness from Exegol while he's meditating on the same exact rock that Grogu was meditating on Tython, I believe the planet is called. And on Tython, that rock had a very special connection. So there's a lot to tell about that world and exactly what's coming our way, not just for Tython, but also for the world of Ossus, the location of Luke Skywalker's Jedi Temple, that's also going to be heavily explored in the upcoming lore. Now, the next thing I want to go over, I think is going to surprise fans even more, is that John and Dave have a full plan going in that they will be recreating Anakin Skywalker design-wise. They're going to be giving him a brand new look. They're going to be giving him a brand new style, so to speak, so that could range anywhere from perhaps them changing his hair or changing his attire or anything like that. You know, kind of similar to what happened before in the past with Luke Skywalker and how he kind of changed when he actually became a Force ghost. His hair was like really long, and a lot of fans were confused as to why. Well, John and Dave are actually going to be canonizing a real reason why some Force ghosts actually change physically, and we're going to be learning about all of that. So overall, you know, I think that at the end of the day too, there's a lot of things happening behind the scenes also with Mando 4 right now, is that they really want to make this the setup to a big finale for what Favreau wants to do by ending Mando with Season 5 and 6. That's his overall endgame. Initially, he wanted to end it all at Mando 4, but now they are looking to pushing it to 5 and 6 and completely ending The Mandalorian there, which, by the way, would push the series all the way until 2026. That would mean we would be getting Mandalorian content until that year, and that is a lot of Mandalorian stories to tell. So overall, guys, you know, like I say, you know, let me know what you guys have to say about this below in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.